How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of The Ranked Report. So this week we have got a pretty interesting team, a couple of notable things here, but the most obvious one, which we'll start with, is Celesteela. Now Celesteela's not wild in restricted formats, particularly in kind of before Gen 8 you'd see it a lot with like kind of wide guard, you often see like Leech Seed Heavy Slam as a set. Obviously Heavy Slam's a bit less viable in the Dynamax format because you can't hit Dynamax Pokemon with weight-based moves. But this set is one that we saw for a while in Series 7, 5, 9, something like that, I don't know. Sometime when they were no restricted. And it's an offensive Dynamax-based Celesteela. So the plan is you get off a Meteor Beam, you get your +1 special attack boost, and then you Dynamax, and then you fire off max Airstreams, max Steel Spikes, max Rock Falls. It is one of those ones that kind of demands Dynamax, but I think you can get away with that on a Pokemon that isn't body restricted. So look at things like Thunderous, for example, which kind of have to Dynamax to be useful if you're running the Defiant set. So not the end of the world. Although the team is a little bit lacking in speed outside of Sun. You do have Scarf on Groudon and Chlorophyll Venusaur, so that's pretty quick. So that's kind of your fast mode. There's probably going to be like Groudon, Venusaur, Celesteela, and then I don't know, Calyrex, Castral, P2, one of them. Yeah, so Choice Scarf Groudon, another interesting pick. I'll be honest, I don't actually know what it hits. I'm sure it's got enough speed to outspeed Calyrex and Zacian, and it can't be slowed down by Regieleki, which kind of inherently makes it like very scary as a fast pick, because most things that are in that kind of speed range aren't that scary because you just Electro over them and then they suck. Can't do that with Groudon. It can fire off P-Blades, it can fire off Rock Tombs so that your slower Pokemon can then outspeed stuff, although I don't know if you've really... Well, I guess it's actually... That's kind of useful next to Celesteela, I guess. I could see that being interesting. Depends on how much speed we've got in Celesteela, I'll need to check that. Everything else is pretty standard though. You've got a Trick Room mode, although you don't really have a consistent way of setting it up, so I don't know how you plan on actually getting Trick Room up in the first place. Like, you've nothing to stop Fake Outs, you've nothing to stop Taunts, you've nothing to stop... I mean, that's about it. Fake Out and Taunt are the big ones. I guess Sleep Powders from opposing Venusaurs, you've not got Fake Out of your own to stop that. So I could see the Trick Room mode being a little bit difficult to set up if you go in for that. Kyogre could also be a problem. You've got Gastron to cover that, obviously, and Eerie Impulse P2 is decent as well. This does have Ally Switch over Recover, which I don't like, largely because I think Ally Switch is a stupid move, and I wish it weren't in the game. But also, I think P2 without Recover is throwing, because P2 is an insanely good endgame machine. Like, you can win endgames for free just by having Recover on P2. I don't think that's worth dropping. So I don't necessarily agree with that. We'll see how that goes. We've got Protect on Venusaur, which is not that unusual. Frenzy Plant, Weatherwall, Sleep Powder, Protect is kind of standard. I would say I'm not a huge fan of Frenzy Plant. I personally prefer Leaf Storm just because it means you're not absolutely useless outside of Dynamax if you're not pressing Sleep Powder. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty standard. Or at least the sets individually are fairly standard. It's just a case of I don't know how well the team's going to mesh together. Because, yeah, I could see something like a Tailwind Taunt Whimsicott being a problem. Because that just gets you speed control immediately. But I guess same on Tornadus, you often see Tailwind and Taunt on Tornadus. I could see that being kind of annoying, but we'll see. Yeah, I guess nothing to it. Let's just jump into some battles. Right, we've got our first battle of the day, and it's just against standard Rinyasun. I should also say before we start, this is a new season, and I've not played battles yet, so I am in Great Ball tier. I've not had time to rank up before I recorded this. So, we are fighting with Great Ball. How to deal with Rinya with this team? If I had Recover on P2, I'd say that would be a great bet, but I don't, so I think that becomes significantly less good. I also don't have Intimidate on this team. There's no support options, there's no Intimidate, no Fake Out. No recovery moves. This is going to be tough, actually. I don't know how I deal with this. I mean, Celesteela is pretty decent into everything apart from Charizard here. I guess you have the option of... I imagine this is probably at least fast enough to outspeed base hundreds, right? Yeah, well, it's exactly fast enough to outspeed base hundreds after a speed boost. So what I could do is I could go for Celesteela Groudon. And that gives me the option to just go Rock 2, Max Rockfall, but the problem is if they lead... if they do like Incinzard, then I'm kind of screwed. Like a Venu here, maybe? Venu Cali? See, this is the thing, I don't like Cali without reliable ways of setting up Trick Room. That feels really bad to me. Is it Gastro as the last? I don't know what it is as the last. If P2 had Recover, I'd say P2, but it doesn't, so I'm less convinced by that. This team feels very uncomfortable to pilot. This team feels... I think my opponent's going to lead Groudon, Charizard. In Great Ball tier, I wouldn't be surprised, so I can just go for Rock 2, Max Rockfall, and I might just get away with winning the game off the back of that. But... Zard Grimmsnarl. Zard Grimmsnarl is bad for me, I think. Zard Grimmsnarl is definitely bad for me. Yeah. I don't know how he's supposed to be... I guess I just pray they go for something stupid here. I don't know how I'm supposed to beat Charizard with this team. I really don't. Like, Fake Out plus Charizard or Speed Control plus Charizard just wins. Like, nothing on this team takes a hit from Zard. Not a single thing. Apart from maybe Gastro, but like, what's Gastro doing back? Like, great, I can get other Yawn, but if you just go Fake Out, that still is the same issue. Right? See, if your opponent doesn't fall for this trick, Charizard just seems completely unwinnable with this team. If they Scary Face my Celesteela here, I lose. I think is how this goes. Except for nothing in the back to particularly punish this. Unless Celesteela somehow lives this, but it's not going to. Oh, I guess it's not Life Orb Zard. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna get away with it. Because my opponent misplayed. Don't miss. There's the Charty, yep, okay. Bonk. Decent damage. If my opponent had clicked light screen instead of reflect there, that also would have lost me the game. If they had gone for any speed control into my Celesteela, it would have lost me the game. Yeah, I've gotten away with that, is what's happened there. My opponent's just pressed the wrong button and I've won. Because of a gimmick. If Rock 2 had missed as well, I lose the game. There's just so much that goes wrong there. Okay, well, we've got the +1 boost in Celesteela. Like, this is how this gimmick is meant to go, but it is still, I think, fundamentally a gimmick lead. And once you're, yeah, like, this would not hold up in best of 3, because once your opponent knows what your little trick is against, I was saying, once your opponent knows what your trick is against Charizard, they just kind of win the game. I'm just going to Steel Smite the Grimmsnarl, get another boost. I'm going to switch into my Gastro. There's also no Intimidate. I'd love Intimidate on this team. Would be great. Okay, they just quit. Okay, well, they got gimmicked, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that matchup is... If your opponent makes the right play on turn 1, or one of many correct plays on turn 1, that's just like borderline unwinnable. I don't know what you're supposed to do there, quite frankly. Right, I don't know if I'll count that as one of my games for today. We'll see how long this goes on for. VG challenges, interesting. Dude, I've got to stop running into Charizard Grimmsnarl. This is just Ringy. Well, it's not quite Ringy, actually, is it? Oh wait, no, this is like standard Eldon at the moment, isn't it? I forgot. I think it's this. I think it's this. I think it's... Is it Venusaur? I might have to try Groudon Venu here, honestly. Just because, like, the Celesteela's trick, I feel like it's just not going to work into this. But then Venu's also just not good here. Do I go Calyrex P2? Do I use this? I have no support options. Well, I guess P2 technically, but P2 doesn't even have Recover. Oh. I really don't know if I like this. It's just so weak into Zard. I think I have to pray that my opponent makes the same misplay, is the issue. Zard in Sin. Yeah, so this, for example, if they fake out, Groudon here, I just lose. Is how this goes. If they fake out Groudon, I simply lose. I could max guard if I think they're going to fake out Groudon. I could max guard here, but then if they go for Wildfire into Groudon, I lose. There's nothing. There's nothing on this team that deals with Wildfire at all. I'm just going to go for the dumb meme play because it's the only option I have, quite frankly. If my opponent knows what this team is, I lose. Okay, Zard switches. Yep, I've lost. I've lost. I lose. That's it. GG. If my opponent doesn't get hit by the gimmick turn 1, I lose. And I kind of have to go for it because if I go for anything else and then my opponent just stays in, I also lose. Like, there are so many ways I just lose this on turn 1. I don't like that I've faced 2 Charizards immediately, but it's decent just to highlight what the issue with this team is. Yeah, they're just going to passing shot off Celesteela now, aren't they? Yeah, they've seen the team patient, so I lose. And that's the thing, like, this would never hold up in a best of 3 either, because once they know what's going on in a best of 3, I lose again. Big damage on Groudon, let's go. Yeah, they just passing shot off Celesteela back into Charizard now, and I think I lose. I guess they wouldn't have Sun Up if they did that. Potting off, there's got to be Celly, right? They're potting with Groudon? Oh, just leave my Celesteela alone. Interesting. I guess maybe they're worried about Dynamax on Groudon. This might actually work in my favour here. The reason I say that is because... okay, they break the Shadow Shield, which is good for me. I think my player is just a Steel Spike into the Groudon. I'm going to switch into P2. The reason that was fine for me is because I had the... no, I didn't go P2, yeah. Because of the... what am I saying? Because the sand was up there, because of the Rockfall, they couldn't bring Charizard in there, because they wouldn't have been able to work on my Celesteela. And they wouldn't have had Fake Out Pressure, so I could just dole into the Zard again. And their Rock Resist is on the field. So now I think I'll just start stacking boosts on P2 is the game plan here. Shadow Shield is good. If I trace Drought there, I'm in trouble. They protect Groudon, I'm guessing TR. Oh, they just got Meteor Beam. Interesting. Okay. That's a pretty slow Lunala. I don't know who they targeted, but I dodged it, so I guess we take those. Okay, I think Lunala wants to protect it, right? I can't even get Spidef boosts. I've lost Spidef boosts, but I cannot get them. Yeah, defense boosts don't really do anything here. I'm not scared of Groudon in the slightest. I think Groudon probably wants to switch here. The question is who it wants to switch into. I think in either case I just go for a Rockfall into this slot. I know this seems like an insane read, but I think it's my best move here. I don't think Foul Play is going to kill Lunala, so I'm just going to Eerie Impulse the Lunala here. So I could max that. I want to see Groudon switch, I think is the play here. Yep. Yep. I figured it was probably instant, but I mean Rockfall catches both. Like keeping Groudon in front of a Steel Spike boost there is kind of dangerous. They do give him Moongo Speed. That's a really slow Lunala. That is an insanely slow Lunala. Unless this is a really fast P2. Hold on. Am I getting mad? Oh, Trick Room's not up, am I? Is it? What am I chatting? They didn't set TR. Oh, given they didn't set Trick Room there, I actually definitely should have gone for I definitely should have gone for an Airstream boost. Okay, Instin's low, which is good for me. I think now I do set up Trick Room, because I've got my Calyrex in the back. I don't really want to waste my Meteor Beam is the thing. I think I'm just going to protect this turn. The reason I'm protecting here is because if they go fake out into P2 and I air slash their Incineroar and they get their Charizard in for free, then I lose. So I need to get into, I need to basically put myself in a spot where they're just hard switch Incin. Okay, yeah, I was going to say there's no Charizard coming in there. So now I get my Trick Room up, which is good. Yeah, I'm trying to catch a Meteor Beam on that slot, but I just don't want to give them the Meteor Beam there. I need to save it for Charizard, or else I'm just kind of screwed. The Moongeist, yeah, that's going to do nothing. And I did get my Trick Room up, which is nice. Both my Pokemon have a defense boost, so I don't really care that much about Groudon here, I don't think. I might just go Flash Cannon and Foul Play into Lunala here. I don't think I hate that. Oh wait, Groudon's probably slower than my Celesteela, isn't it? That's the point. And they could max. Okay, no max. They should get Foul Play. Oh no, they're faster than my Celesteela, okay. They can't reverse Trick Room because I killed their Lunala, which is very important. They just don't even hit my Celesteela, okay. And I dodge. Okay, I've got a couple of kind of lucky dodges here. Which on most Porygon 2s wouldn't really be that much of a problem, because I could just recover it off. But I don't have recover on this one, so it is a problem. I need Incin gone, because otherwise it will kill my Celesteela. How many times do I have left in TR? 3, right? Yeah. So a fun play I have here, which I think I like, is I go Protect here and I just switch into my Calyrex. Saves P2, brings Calyrex in unintimidated, and threatens Groudon. And also everything else. I do switch out of a defense boost on P2 here, but I mean, once Groudon's down, that's kind of irrelevant. Like, Incin's not doing that much damage. Protect, because Incin wants to hit me with things. Okay, then just fake out into that. So I need to... Ooh, okay, well, good thing I switched in my... Wait, why would you do that in front of a Foul Play P2? You know I have Foul Play. Can't say I understand that play, but sure. Okay. I mean, I can just Lance here, right? I guess if Groudon maxes, it can live this hit. Which needs to be a little bit wary of, so maybe I just go for Lance and Flash Cannon. Is maybe my best bet. That looks like Dynamax. Yep. Okay. This double should kill. I'll be surprised if it doesn't. No, so it doesn't need boosts, does it? No, it does, because Celesteela knocked out the Lance kill Incin here for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and I've got a +1 Celesteela, so I think this kills. Get my Chilling Ray boost. And yeah, I'm slower. And I kill it. Cool. I mean, this is kind of GG's, isn't it? Because they no longer have max on their Charizard, and I've got Scarf Ground in the back, so I'll just go for the double attack here. There's no reason for me to go anything other than Glacial Lance and Flash Cannon. I don't want to Meteor Beam this turn, because if Charizard doesn't protect, it's dead, and if Charizard does protect, then I don't need to Meteor Beam. And this means I save my Meteor Beam for next turn. Yeah, I mean, I got lucky with a couple of misses. My opponent played that a little bit weirdly. I made a good read at one point to get a lot of damage down on Incin, at least. I'm going to do one more because the first one doesn't really count as a battle. Yeah, this team really struggles into Charizard. I played decently to not let my opponent get into a position where Charizard would come back in. But yeah, like, that end game would have been much easier if I could have pivoted my P2 a lot better if it had recover on it. I don't know why you'd ever run P2 without recover. That is insane to me. Like, if I could just change one thing on this team, I would put recover on P2, and then I'd also kind of change it so that it doesn't immediately lose to Charizard, plus literally anything. Again, it's not Charizard at least, which is nice. But it's probably almost as bad. I'll be completely frank with you. I don't like this matchup. Can't really win Venu, I don't think. I could go Max Venu, I guess. Get some vines down. Gastro has to come here or else I lose immediately. Calyrex, I just can't set up Trick Room. I just can't. There is no way for me to feasibly get my Calyrex on the field in a position where it's safe. I literally cannot do it. I just can't bring Calyrex to this. There's no backup for it anywhere. Like, I can try and set it up with P2, but like, I need Gastro, I need Groudon. I can't really bring this guy because you just get smacked by Thundy. I guess I'm going to try and bait Thundy to hit my Gastro with this lead. I think I like Thundy Ogre. I think I like this, and this. I don't like P2 here. Doesn't really do anything. I don't like Calyrex because I can't ever get Trick Room up because they have too many things that can just stop. They've got 2 fake out users. They've got Max Kyogre, which will one-shot me. They've got Zacian, which will one-shot me. I don't have Intimidate. I don't have fake out. They've got Taunt Whimsicott, which I can't stop. I don't know why you'd ever run Calyrex with no supportive options next to it. Like, you need Redirection or Fake Out at least. So otherwise it just can't do anything. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Well, we'll see. What you got? Zacian Thundy. Okay. So ironically, I probably could have led. No, I couldn't let Calyrex into this. What the hell am I talking about? This Zacian here. Just gonna bait a hit into this. I'm gonna sleep out of the. I'm slightly scared of Gobbles on Thundy, so I'm just gonna sleep out of the Zacian. Thundy could go for Airstream here, which would be annoying. But you leave yourself kind of vulnerable to Celesteela if you do that. Okay, I hit my Sleep Powder, that's cool. What are they doing with Thundy? Oh, is this like support Goggles Eerie Impulse Thundy? Is that what I'm facing up against? No, they just fly. Why would you just fly there? I cannot say I understand that move. But I guess we go with it. Well, this is into Venu, right? I don't really want to give away my Scarf. I can protect Venusaur here. And just P-Blades, get some free damage down on Zacian, seems sensible. Unless I want to reposition to keep Groudon in the back here, which I think is maybe my best bet. Let's definitely protect Venu. I'm just going to go for a P-Blades. I'm going to protect my Venusaur. I don't think this kills Zacian, which is actually better for me, because that means I can switch my Groudon out this next turn. They just get the insta-wake up and they protect. Okay, that's very bad. Is that very bad? I guess that's not the worst. P-Blades. Dodge hit protect. I've revealed my Scarf. I've also revealed my protect. They are surely scared of me going for Sleep Powder into Zacian here, right? Or do they just stop? They could switch in Rillaboom, maybe? I kind of want to just P-Blades and Weather Ball this thing. What's to stop me? Or just like P-Blades Vine Lash? No, because I need to max my Celesteela this game, really, don't I? Oh, no, I don't like this, actually. This is a terrible move. What am I doing? Into... It is Ogre. I should have gone for the Vine Lash. That would have been hype. I was this close to pressing Vine Lash. They do Max Thundy this turn, yeah. Vine Lash, that would have been sick. Yeah, I let Kyogre come in for free there. I guess I will get a lot of damage down on Kyogre at least, which is pretty handy. Assuming I hit my P-Blades, if I don't hit my P-Blades, I'm kind of screwed. Please, please Groudon. Thank you. Bonk. Okay, good damage. You go Airstream into... That's got to be... Yeah, Venu, right? Sure. I guess I've got a relatively safe Gastro switch in here. I can just sack Venu and switch Gastro. Life Orb Thundy. Okay, so I could have just Sleep Powdered that turn one. Annoying, but good to know. Well, that's not unreasonable damage, I guess. Switch Gastro. Do I sack it or do I protect? Problem is they're going to get another Airstream boost here regardless, which means my Venu kind of sucks. So I am just going to go for a Frenzy Plant into Ogre here, I think. No, I'll go for Sleep Powder into Thundy. In case they double my Gastro and whiff an Origin Pulse or something. Okay, they hit that, which means Gastro gets off pretty scot-free. I guess they could Ice Beam. But I mean, Gastro gets off relatively scot-free in this situation. Okay, there goes Venu. Another Tickle Life Orb. O-Pulse, that's a boost. We love to see it. Okay. Can I bring in Celesteela? No, I can't bring in Celesteela because I get hit by lightning. Okay, in comes Gordon. I think I could just P-Blades and Yawn here, right? I don't have Ice Beam. Oh, I didn't even realise. I should have mentioned that at the start. I don't have Ice Beam. Why did you Scald on a Sunty? What's that for? Oh, that changes things. That's really bad. Why do I not have Ice Beam? Why do you have Scald on a Sunty? I don't get it. Okay, Airstream into... Did you hit Gordon? I don't think an O-Pulse will pick me up from here. If they do, they just give my Gastro another boost. Orb. Okay, Ice Beam probably will actually, yeah. That's the point. Okay, Yawn into Thundy. Kind of forces a switch, and now I'm in a really weird spot because my last one's Celesteela. I need to start gathering Airstream boosts. Could I have Max Groudon there? Would that have been my play? No, maybe Max Groudon was the move. No, but then they bring in Zacian, and I've taken so much damage that it just goes down to Behemoth Blade. Because I don't Intimidate anyway. Do I set up for Steel Spike? Steel Spike boost might be more useful here. I guess if it's Sacred Sword, that doesn't actually make a difference, does it? They might have Rillaboom in the back is the thing. Thundy switches here, right? So what I'm going to do is I think I can just Yawn the... I can see this being double switch, actually. I'm going to Yawn the Ogre. I'm just going to Steel Spike into the Thundy, I think. Like, Airstream doesn't do anything for me. Rockfall definitely doesn't do anything for me. They don't switch. Oh, I guess they could fly. No, if they fly, they just fall asleep. I guess they're maybe going for like a wild charge. That would be bad, admittedly. What, wild charge and just try and rip a Thunder? I'd respect it. They do just wild charge, okay. Holy crap, there's loads of damage. They'll take loads of recoil, but they stay alive, which is not great. Ice Beam into Gastro, I'm guessing. Yep. Okay, we get some Steel Spike boosts, and I put their Ogre to sleep, which is nice. Not a crit, but that does mean I get to pick up a free KO this next turn, which is nice. Yuan goes into Ogre, good stuff. And then Thundy sleeps. I I think my player is I'm gonna yawn into the yawn the. I mean, Ogre's going to switch here, right? But if Thuddy does switch, I get a yawn on a switch in anyway, and if it doesn't switch, it's dead to an airstream. So I'm going to do this. Yeah. Out goes Ogre, yep, okay. So I'm going to yawn the... I'm guessing probably... it's Incin. Ooh. I'm fine with yawn on Incin, I think. Okay. I get a pretty nice beast boost here on the Celesteela as well, which is cool. I kind of wish I'd gone for 2 airstreams already, so then I would have outsped Zation when he comes in. Rather than go for a Steel Spike, but live and learn. I'm now faster than Ogre at least, which is nice. +1 speed, +1 special attack, +1 defense is good. I get a yawn on Incin. I guess if I was reading a switch, I could have gone for an Earth Power there actually. That would have actually made a lot of sense, just because that catches anything switching in, basically. Right. Who's this? Who's that guy? Okay. What is my Gastrodon speed stat? Min speed. Min speed's really bad for me because now I don't outspeed the Incin after another airstream boost. I think my play here in that case is I go for yawn into this guy, and I have to just go for a Rockfall into Incin and clear it out. And then I have double protect the next turn. I can go for a Meteor Beam into Kyogre to kill it. Oh, they just sack Ogre. Hold. That's really good for me. That's really good for me. I'll take Ogre sack. That's a free KO. Right? There's Rockfall. Dead Ogre. Another boost on my Celly. Good stuff. Another beast boost. One hits nothing. Okay, I've not revealed Protect on my Celesteela, so I think now would be a good time to reveal it. Personally, I think this would be a good time to do it, if ever there was. And so that I will. I'm going to go for a yawn into the Zacian, because this thing needs to be asleep, please. I'm going to Protect. Yeah, another speed boost on the Celesteela would have done a lot here. I mean, you should have just gone for an Airstream that last turn, but if they'd swung with Incin, I would have been in trouble. Ooh, they do take out Gastro. I guess they have no reason to... Yeah, because they can just do that, right? Okay. Now I'm in trouble because Gastro won't kill Zacian. I still yawn Zacian, right? I yawn Zacian. Does Sacred Sword kill me? If it doesn't, I can just Meteor Beam the Incin. I guess I bank on it not killing me. Oh. They're reading a double protect? I guess maybe they were. I don't know if Sacred would have killed me there anyway, but I probably would have done Sensation. If I hit this, I win. If I don't hit this, then it's a little more up in the air, but... Okay, that's game. This is a +3 Meteor Beam, there's no way you live this. Yeah. I'm at +4. I'm going to quickly get a snapshot of that for the thumbnail, because that's important. And then I click double protect, and then I win. One sec, I need... There you go, there's my thumbnail. 1 second. Cool. Thumbnail done. And I'm just going to go for protect, and also protect. Station goes nap, and then it's game. Okay, my opponent's playing it out. I don't know why, because they don't have a win condition. I just do this. That decision to play rough was very odd. I'll be honest with you, I don't know why they did that. Cool, now I just Earth Power Flash Cannon. Earth Power and Flash Cannon. How does this do? This is +4. I'm guessing like 2/3. Okay, a bit more than I thought. And Earth Power kills. Nice. Well, that'll be an episode. This was, I guess, technically 3 battles rather than 2, but the first one doesn't really count, so it's a forfeit. This is going to be a slightly longer episode, but thank you all for watching nonetheless. My conclusions on this team are, Jesus Christ, what do I do against Charizard? I won both the games I played against Charizard, but that's because my opponent just didn't make one of the many hundreds of moves that would have won them the game immediately. And I don't have Recover on my P2, which I don't like. Those are my takeaways. Yeah, thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the content, please do drop a like on the video, sub to the channel if you haven't already, go follow me on Twitch, link to that is in the description, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.